Welcome to Anafram Market Perspectives.
Anafram Market Perspectives, Friday Recap, June 13, 2025. Welcome to this Friday edition of Anafram Market Perspectives. Let's take a concise look at what moved the markets this week. From tech strength and tariff tensions to inflation trends, volatility shifts, and how our Monday picks performed. S&P 500 Weekly Recap. Tech and Tesla lead the rally. The S&P 500 gained 0.4% this week, supported by strong performance in technology and consumer cyclical sectors. Microsoft rose over 2%, Nvidia advanced more than 3%, and Palantir jumped nearly 13%. The week's top performer was Oracle, which surged more than 16% after beating earnings expectations and reporting strong cloud infrastructure growth. Tesla also saw a rebound of 12%, driven by excitement surrounding its robotaxi plans. Meanwhile, Walmart fell more than 3%, and General Electric declined nearly 5%. Boeing dropped after a tragic Dreamliner crash, further weighing on the industrial sector. Importantly, this wasn't a narrow rally. About 45% of S&P 500 stocks outperformed the index, signaling improving breadth. TradeWatch Trump's tariff threats return. President Trump announced plans to impose unilateral tariffs on countries like Japan, India, South Korea, and the EU in the coming weeks, ahead of the July 9 tariff pause expiration. With China, a temporary deal offered relief. China will ease export restrictions on rare earth minerals, and the U.S. will relax limits on certain engine parts and academic visas. But tensions remain high. The U.S. withdrew staff from its Baghdad embassy, and oil jumped over 5% on renewed Middle East fears. A federal court allowed Trump's existing tariffs to stay in effect during legal review, reinforcing ongoing trade risk. Inflation cools and rate cut odds increase. May's inflation data came in cooler than expected. Consumer prices rose 2.4% year over year, with core inflation up just 0.1% month over month. Producer prices also rose 0.1%, aligning with forecasts. Labor markets showed some stress, as continuing jobless claims rose to their highest since 2021. Markets quickly reacted. Investors are now pricing in a 25 basis point rate cut in September, with potential for another by December. The data gives the Fed more room to shift policy. Volatility update, VIX nudges higher. The VIX edged up to 18.8, a 2.5% increase. This reflects growing concerns around trade and geopolitics, though levels remain far from panic territory. Markets are cautious, not fearful. Performance check-in, Monday picks. IGV Tech Software ETF. IGV stayed steady this week. Technical indicators remain positive, with price above the Ichimoku Cloud and MACD in bullish territory. Oracle. Oracle delivered a strong beat. Earnings per share at $1.70 and revenue of $15.9 billion. Shares climbed nearly 17%. The company projects over 70% growth in cloud infrastructure for 2026, and both Ichimoku and MACD confirm bullish. Adobe. Adobe beat both earnings and revenue estimates. The stock remains range-bound, trading near the edge of the Ichimoku Cloud. MACD turned positive, but we await further confirmation of a breakout. Final thoughts. Market breadth is improving beyond just mega-cap tech. However, trade tensions and geopolitical risks are returning to the spotlight. With inflation cooling, the Fed may soon pivot toward rate cuts. Keep an eye on Boeing and rare earths. Both are at the center of current market risks. Looking ahead. Join us Monday for the next Anafram Market Outlook. We'll cover the upcoming Fed meeting, earnings from FedEx, Kroger, and Lennar, and introduce fresh ETF and stock picks to help guide your strategy. Thanks for joining us at Anafram Market Perspectives, your weekly guide to clarity, insight, and opportunity.
Thanks for watching. If you found this valuable, hit subscribe and share this with others. See you next time on Anafram Market Perspectives.